What if I told you that you don't need to fight people to fix your problems? What if the solution is not in changing them, but in changing what's happening inside you? Sounds unrealistic, right? But what I'm about to share with you completely shifted how I see conflicts, money, delays, and even unfair situations. And the strangest part, it worked when nothing else did. We've all been there. You do everything right, but something still goes wrong. You try to control the situation. You call, you argue, you demand justice, but instead of progress, you get silence. Frustration builds up, anger grows, and the more you push, the worse everything feels. Let me tell you a real story. When we moved into a new apartment, I ordered furniture from a store. They promised delivery in 1 month. But suddenly, the pandemic started. The store disappeared. They stopped answering calls, no updates, no explanations. At first, I was patient. Then I got angry. I wrote complaints, filed a police report, even started threatening legal action. And I wasn't alone. I found 15 other people online who were in the same situation. We created a group chat, and every day it turned into a space full of anger, complaints, and frustration. But nothing changed. 5 months passed. 5 months, no furniture, no solution, just stress. Eventually, I gave up. And this is where most people stop. They either keep fighting or they surrender in disappointment. But what if both reactions are part of the same problem? What if the situation isn't just happening to you, but somehow also through you? There is a concept from an ancient Hawaiian practice called hooponopono. It's based on a radical idea. Everything in your reality is connected to your internal state, not in a blame yourself way, but in a you have power to shift it way. Instead of asking, why are they doing this to me? You ask, what in me is connected to this situation? And why? And how can I clear it? And the tool is surprisingly simple. 4 phrases. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Not to the person, not even out loud, but as a way to clean the emotional charge of Nutri Sabah. I didn't believe it at first. Honestly, after 5 months of stress, this sounded too simple. But I had nothing to lose. So I tried. Every day on my way to work, I started repeating these phrases, not to force anything, not to manipulate, but to release the anger I was carrying toward the store owner. Day after day, something inside me softened. Less tension, less obsession was the problem. And then, a week later, I get a call from the store owner. She says, your furniture will be delivered this week. And she kept her word. After 5 months of nothing, everything resolved in 7 days. No court, no fights, no pressure, just a shift. So, what does this mean for you? It means you might be trying to solve problems only on the outside, while the real lever is on the inside. Here's how you can try this today. Think of a situation that's stuck: money, relationships, delays, conflict. Notice your emotions: anger, fear, resentment. Instead of feeding them, start repeating, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Do it daily, especially when emotions rise. Not to fix someone else, but to free yourself from the emotional loop that keeps the situation frozen. Because sometimes, the moment you stop resisting, reality begins to change on its own. Try this for 7 days. No expectations, just practice. And watch what shifts. Because the real question is not, will it work? The real question is, what happens when you finally stop fighting and start clearing? And this is where it gets really interesting. The hooponopono method doesn't just help with problems, it's directly connected to manifesting your desires. Because let's be honest, most people don't get what they want, not because they don't know how to manifest, but because there is resistance inside them. You can say, I want money, but inside you feel fear, doubt, the belief that I won't get it. You can want a relationship, but at the same time be afraid of pain. And this internal state creates an invisible barrier. This is where Ho'oponopono works as a cleansing. You're not trying to force your desire to come. You're removing everything that's blocking it. Imagine this. It's like a dirty window. You can wait for the light as long as you want, but until you clean it, the light won't come in. Ho'oponopono is that cleaning process. For example, you want to increase your income, but every time money comes up, you feel anxiety inside. Instead of pushing yourself or forcing positive thinking, you do something different. You say, I'm sorry for this inner fear. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And you don't do it just once. You make it a daily inner practice. And at some point, you notice you react to money more calmly. Ideas start to appear, opportunities, people. Not because you attracted magic, but because you stopped blocking the flow. So if you have a desire that hasn't manifested for a long time, maybe it's not that it's not meant for you. Maybe there's something inside you haven't released yet. And instead of trying to control everything, try cleansing because sometimes the fastest way to get what you want is not more action, but letting go. If this resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and start applying this practice for the next 7 days and watch what begins to shift in your life. Is because real transformation doesn't start outside, it starts within